Hey everybody, this is Neil with the Scouting Report, and I am back with another trio of videos, this time covering the ASL trio of packs that Multiman Publishing is now shipping. And I'm going to start with the Swedish Volunteers. Here's the front shot, also known as ASL Action Pack number 15. New counters and 16 scenarios. Let's see, packing this, you've got cover sheet, back, front and back, 120 counters, which I'll show here in a sec. Some Chapter Z rules, 4 to 6 pages or so, and then the 16 scenarios that I'll go through real quickly. Now here's the counters. I'm going to move this so I can have the black background. The counters are a little bit of a concern for me and for some players in that it's another blue set of counters to add to the thousands of blue counters we already have for the Germans and the French, all of varying shades. And when I saw that these were going to be blue, I was a little worried. But now that I see them, those worries are significantly diminished. Let's see if I can zoom in, get a good zoom in here. And they are quite a bit different from the German counters and the various shades of blue for the French, Free French and French Vichy. I pulled out a couple German counters just to show you the contrast in difference in blue. So that should eliminate any worries that they're anywhere near the blues for the Germans, who will mainly be the adversaries of the Swedish Volunteers. So it's quite a bit different. I don't think it's going to be a problem when it's on the board. So I actually like the shade of blue in the Swedish Volunteer counters. It's kind of cool. It has maybe a little bit of purple in it, but I like these. So let's step through the scenarios real quick. The scenarios are generally on the small side, which is good. 4 to 6 turns. There's a couple that maybe go up into 7, maybe 8-ish turns. But yeah, they're probably perfect for quick plays or tournaments. I'm going to blur out the scenario information. You know, this stuff's all copyrighted. Please support Multi-Man Publishing and order the product and support our hobby. So we've got 10-ton tank, 4.5 turn. And I'm going to blur these out as well. Another 5.5 turner. Swedish Russian, 5.5 turn. I'm not going to try to pronounce some of these titles here. Yeah. 5.5 turn, 5 turn, 1-2 board affairs. The Swedes have no armor, as you saw in the counters. It is mostly infantry and a few guns involved, but there's no really armor involved on the Swedish side. 5 turn one there, 4.5 turn Lions and Tin Men, 6.5 turn Norwegian Edelweiss, 6.5 turn. Here's a larger one, 8 turns on a half board with a buttload of overlays on that little half board there. It's a Russian. It looks like Finns and Swedes versus Russians. Man, they don't have many units either, but it's a long one with lots of overlays. That one looks kind of interesting. Across the Rio Grande, 7 turn. Mexico and Morocco. These are kind of interesting names for scenarios that take place in Russia. 5.5 turns. 5 turns, 2 5-turners. 5.5 turns, 6 turns. Yeah, these look like really good tournament quick play scenarios. And I think these last two might have, or definitely this last one looks like a night scenario. So that's the 16 scenarios. Step through real quick just to give you an idea of the size and the nationalities involved. And Swedish Volunteers does come with a few pages of Chapter Z rules, special rules. So you've got scenario special rules, The Swedish ordnance, not much. Then you have some designer notes, support weapon notes, and then the historical background, which is kind of interesting because it shows basically inserts of maps of various regions, in this case Finland, showing where some of these action-packed scenarios actually take place. Some in Norway, Russia, Finland again. Then again, here's your credits. Then lastly, on the back page is a more zoomed out map of the Sweden area, including Finland and the Soviet Union and Norway, showing where these smaller maps lie on the larger map and the scenarios covered within the Swedish Volunteers pack. So that is it. Looks like a nice addition to the ASL collection and armory. And I think next up, I'm gonna of the trio pack, I'm gonna do Roma 2020, which has a board in it, and Best of Friends 2, which also has a board in it. So until then, roll low and remember to support our hobby and support MMP and go out and buy this stuff. Thanks.